Hello, hello, and welcome to the Gaming Twins co-op review of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Alright, so Nick, you just finished The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. How are you coming off of this game?
Yes, I absolutely did. Coming off of this game, oh boy, they ended this game properly. No spoilers, no nothing. Just saying, they did a good job with this one.
Pretty epic stuff. So overall, how did you feel about the game style? I mean, it clearly is different than most of the Legend of Zelda games.
Yes. Oh man, very different. These games have a history of designing somewhat of a segmented world, you know,
Typically linear.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them are linear. Skyward Sword was pretty linear,
Definitely.
you know. A lot of them have a hub world style, but never really open world. This was like the first game to actually take it and open up the world.
And I would say the only other open world-ish, Zelda game is probably Wind Waker, which was kind of
Waker,
open world,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
kind of more traveling
not
to
bad.
cells of with islands in them.
Sure.
But the original Legend of
Yes,
Zelda,
the original
you could
Legend of
say,
Zelda, yes.
was kind of one, yeah.
Yeah, the 2D ones, I guess. They're pretty
Yeah.
open. But from my understanding, Miyamoto got a lot of inspiration from the original Legend of Zelda, and apparently they used a similar structure in like how they determined where stuff goes in this massive, like absolutely massive world. They used the same idea where they would just walk through it and feel, have I gone far enough and not found anything? Am I bored yet? It's like, let's store a little secret over there, kind of thing. And that's what they apparently did with Breath of the Wild.
And that's one of the awesome things with the giant landscape. This map is so big.
Yeah.
And the landscape is littered with things to do, hidden shrines. So one of the big changes, in this game is that instead of using the traditional dungeon, which has been like in almost all the Legend of Zelda games, they use shrines, which are kind of like mini puzzle dungeons.
Yeah.
So instead of like a few major shrine or a few major dungeons,
Typically like 8 of them or something, 8 big ones. There was more like 120 of these smaller ones of just all these puzzles. And if you think about it, like how many puzzles are in here, it's like, I mean, there's a lot of dungeon right there.
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda typically goes through like puzzles and dungeon crawling and stuff like that. And this game was littered with puzzles. And in fact, I might even argue there are way more puzzles in this game than most of the previous games.
Now,
We just dispersed throughout the land.
So we've kind of talked about the map and all that, and all the massive amount of secrets
just the
everywhere.
massive thing. You start the game, you look anywhere, you can go there from the start
which
of
is
the game. It's
amazing.
like you see there, it's like that's out of the map. Nope.
Nope. It's like, oh yeah, there's a mountain over here. Oh, you can go over there.
Nope, you can go over
You're
there.
gonna scale that.
Yeah.
But so one of the other things we haven't gotten into, we've gotten the massive map, the massive amount of secrets littered everywhere. Talk about a customization engine, and not only that, but crafting with the food crafting.
Yeah, they really went for like survival.
Yeah, very survival-esque game, which I didn't really expect with this game.
No, I didn't. Miyamoto said that they used Minecraft and Skyrim as references for ideas, because I mean those were really big popular games in the West.
They clearly had some elements that people liked.
Yes.
Good to draw inspiration from for sure.
Absolutely.
So they have this amazing like food crafting engine, which like you can just make all sorts of food. They give you
just
different
make
buffs.
it does a little adorable little bouncing in the pan thing. It has a little song. And
It's very adorable.
Start bobbing
It's
and
very
humming with
adorable.
Link as he's cooking. It's pretty great.
So, I mean, you can craft different foods, which give you all sorts of different buffs, from like movement speed increases
movement speed.
to being more silent.
Yes, I was gonna say sneaking. Yeah,
What's your favorite food buff?
food buff.
What's your
Obviously
favorite food buff?
armor. Obviously,
So armor up, which is really good.
You need to stay alive in this game. This
You
game
do.
beats you up.
These enemies will end you multiple times.
Oh yes. They absolutely will.
Be prepared to see the game over screen.
I'm gonna see if there's like a death counter. You know how they used to like keep track of how many times you died. I want to see if
I
it's on
bet you.
there.
I wonder if there's one in there.
I'm sure I've died like
Too many times.
too many. This game's rough.
Easily my favorite food buff is going to be the health boosting.
Oh yeah,
So
very necessary.
increase your hearts, which is like you can't do
Temporarily
that in
increases
past
your heart.
games.
So just the idea is that you'll get like more HP past your HP, but you can't recover that. So as it's taken away or whatever, it goes down. But yeah, once that's gone, then you can't.
Definitely my favorite food buff.
Oh,
Of course, there are the many different types of armor. I mean, there's armor that makes you swim faster. There's armor that helps you climb.
Yeah.
There's resistance armor. There's
the
just
factor is
heavier
that
defense.
you can suit up Link in any way you want, which is really cool, really unique to a Zelda game because you can almost never do that.
And not to mention the fact you can actually dye a bunch of the different types of armor. Most of the armor in the game, you
dye
can
its color.
dye.
You can change the color.
its color, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But you can change its color and make yourself look the way you want to do,
Yeah.
or you want to be. I saw you when you were scrolling through your armor stuff. All of a sudden, I saw a white cape. I'm like, hey, where'd you get the white cape?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
duh. You could just dye a
Yeah,
cape
you just
that
make
color.
it, man. You just
So,
make it.
That's pretty awesome.
Getting
sauce.
that suit of knight's armor, dye it black.
Okay, so we've mentioned the map, we've mentioned the armor, we've mentioned the food crafting system. There's another thing we forgot to mention.
What do we?
The massive variety of weapons.
Oh shoot, yeah. Yeah, you're not restricted to the same old sword and shield. No. You can get some staffs, you can get some magic wands, you can get all sorts of things.
There's all sorts
Almost
of different
any type of
weapons.
weapon you can think
Two-handed
of, it's in there.
Bows,
Yeah.
galore,
Yeah.
tons of shields.
Yeah. Oh yeah, different shields. So you're not restricted to like the same few shields or whatever that you could typically use.
I saw
in the
you
game.
pick up a mop at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
It's
is
pretty
an
sturdy,
amazing
sturdy mop.
variety.
Oh,
of
but that comes down
weapons.
to it. Durability.
Yes. All right. So very controversial system in this game.
Yeah.
So there's a system in the game where, well, you find an awesome weapon.
Super awesome. Like, this is my favorite.
All right, this is awesome. And you start attacking the enemy, and all of a sudden it says, oh no, this weapon's badly damaged. Wait, what? You keep attacking with it, bam, it blows up.
Yep, blows up. Gone.
Yeah, so it just
Gone.
shatters into a million pieces, and you're like, oh, man.
With your tears.
Yes. So at first, I admit, I was a little disappointed. I was like, oh, man, I'm losing weapons. It's kind of annoying. After a while, though, there's such a variety of weapons, and I mean, there's not enough slots to hold all the weapons in the game. You can kind of expand that with different. There is a way to expand your inventory slots for like your armor, your shields, your bows, and
So you
weapons.
can hold more.
But you're never gonna have enough space to hold every weapon in the game.
No, but if anything, weapons, they break quite frequently, and a lot of people were not happy with that. But fortunately, there are a lot of weapons, like, everywhere. You're never going to be without a weapon. If you're without a weapon, I mean, you're just not picking them up. Because
Yeah, you're probably forgetting to pick them up.
yeah, you're not going to have the inventory space to carry all the weapons you want to. You're going to be dropping some, you're going to be throwing some, you're going to be doing whatever.
Yeah, so overall, after a while, I wasn't actually that distraught by the system. After
no,
a while,
no.
I was like, you know what?
No, it grows
it's
on you.
fine. It's not that bad, and it's an understandable mechanic of the game.
Yeah. And speaking of mechanics, I wanted to add, Link can jump. He
Oh,
can jump.
he can
can
free jump.
throw. He can climb.
He can climb with amazing stamina meter. He can run.
Yeah.
He can run.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, yeah, he can run. He can run. Now you're not rolling everywhere. Can't roll.
Can't roll, surprisingly.
Roll.
Can't roll. I wonder if there's like some armor in the game that'll enable like a rolling feature. But no, as far as I'm aware,
I don't know
you cannot
about
roll.
that. I mean, if you get whacked really hard, you'll roll down a hill.
You get whacked, you can get you
See,
can roll down a hill.
What's really fun about Breath of the Wild, okay, is that Nintendo introduced a chemistry and physics engine, okay, what they called it, okay, to where it's like you can set things on fire and the fire will spread. You can
Via wind?
via wind, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, wind.
Yeah, you can add wind to cause even more spread.
Sure.
It'll naturally spread.
Sure, if something whacks you and you roll down a hill, you're gonna keep rolling. You're gonna just keep on rolling, and you're gonna take damage all the way down the hill.
Pretty amazing chemistry engine. I really, really liked it. I mean, it's not only a
Physics
chemistry engine,
engine,
it's a
too.
physics engine.
I
yes.
mean, like they have rivers, okay. You can chop down a tree and make a bridge to cross the river.
yes.
So like there's a frozen zone or whatever, and it's like if you get in the water, you're gonna die fast because it's really, really cold.
Yeah,
but you
so
need to get across
there you
the
go.
river.
Yeah, not to forget to mention you
shoot,
can
there's
overheat.
temperature.
There's temperature. You can get too cold. It's just an amazing
audio,
engine.
like little audio notification thing, just
Yeah.
to tell you how loud you're being.
Yes. Yes.
That's part of the game?
So overall, the game is it's an amazing engine. It's an amazing, vast open world to explore and do puzzles in. Yeah. But not to mention the combat. The combat is one of the most amazing parts of the game. You can fight things how you want to fight things.
Yeah.
So
It's also not afraid to let you face up against something way too strong.
yes.
And it'll kill you. No
Yeah,
problem.
It'll knock you out. You might take it on. Good luck. Go for it. By all means, try. But it's just an amazing engine to live in.
Yeah, the
and
game
that's
lets you do what
I
you
really
want.
enjoyed.
It lets you play how you want.
All right, so now this game is amazing. I mean, everything we've discussed, I think you probably agree. pretty enthusiastic about this game.
Yeah,
Like,
if
I'm
anything,
loving this game.
The amazing thing of all the features and the chemistry and the physics engine and everything, they've made an engine for future Zelda games.
Yeah.
If you ask me, this is one Nintendo should be returning to and playing with more in this engine.
Yes, definitely. Now, I did want to go ahead and mention some of the things we didn't like. Some of these have been previously mentioned already. Okay, for example, the weapon durability. It's a slight negative, but it's kind of like a necessary evil. You can't carry everything at the same time. You don't want to run the entire game just using one weapon.
You know,
you're going to lose a lot by
Yeah.
just playing with one weapon.
That weapon durability kind of gives you a reason to go out there, or even a reason for Nintendo to put so many different types of weapons in the game. I mean, if you went out there and just collected one of everything, it's like, well, do I already have this one? Oh yeah, it's already in my inventory of 72 different weapons.
Yeah.
Let's not pick this one up. You know, every enemy picks or has a weapon. Every enemy carries a weapon. You can take that weapon after you defeat them, or you can take it from whatever.
Not only that, you can sell this stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, yeah, you do have your 5th Bokoblin club, okay? And maybe you don't want it anymore, but you can go sell that. So one of the other things I really liked about the variety of weapons is the ability, is that it in itself, okay, is a form of exploration via weapons
Yeah,
and
that's
different
true.
biting styles.
Yeah.
You know, so in a way, you know, the weapon durability is this necessary evil that kind of keeps all that in balance.
Yeah.
And I respect it, even if I dislike losing my
it's a
favorite mob.
gameplay. It's a gameplay loop.
It is
what it is.
It is. It has its own rewards. One of the other things, okay, is I was kind of disappointed. The dungeons of the game are kind of not traditional.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of a nostalgic thing, and that's a personal preference. And I'm not in any way saying that the game is bad or the dungeons aren't bad. They were fun in their own way. They're different.
You got
and there's
120
nothing wrong with
shrines to
that.
play with, so I mean, there's quite a bit out there.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So honestly, when I was kind of sitting down and I was thinking about all the bad things I could pull out of this game, and I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and I said, you know what? I think this is one of the biggest indicators about this game. This game is amazing in so many ways, and the fact that I have to stretch so hard to find the things I disliked about it,
Yeah, I was gonna
speaks
say-
in volumes.
I was gonna say, you're speaking of the things we dislike. I was like, what did I not like about this game?
Exactly.
Like trying to remember.
All right, so this is where we kind of tie it all together. Okay.
Okay.
Is this game a rent, a buy, or a pass?
Are you kidding me? This is the most expensive Zelda game that everyone is going out buying. It's $360.
For this Zelda game.
Yes, for this Zelda game in particular, go pick yourself it up.
Or-
it's very worth it.
Or you can play it on the Wii U. Now, we did play this on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
I did very much enjoy this. And I suppose a really good question to ask is this
A Switch seller.
is this game, is it a Switch seller? Should you buy a Nintendo Switch just to play this game?
Yeah, and that's the joke we're playing off of when we say $360. It's $300 for a Nintendo Switch, and The Legend of Zelda is the biggest game to play on
It's
the
the
Switch.
game
It's the
you
reason
bought
you're
the
buying the
Switch
Switch
right now.
Yeah, if you're not buying into the promise of Nintendo, you're buying it for this game alone.
There you go.
This game is absolutely excellent. Well, this has been our review of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'd say it's been glowing.
So let us know down in the comments below what you thought about the review, what you thought about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild if you played it, and if not, if you're going to pick it up. Also, we have a Twitch show. You can find that at twitch.tv/gamingtwinshow.